Your new plans for a tour around this album? Are they?
We've got a couple of different plans in mind. One of them really has to do with an entire Elder show. That would be a very special place. Yeah, yes. A very special look, feel to the Elder show in the Kiss show. So
in the middle of it, maybe like a section of
do a whole segment.
Because you couldn't possibly not do the little things that you are still well known.
We plan to do
rock
that.
and roll.
Yeah, we'd really like to go out and do all the old stuff. I mean, 15 albums worth. At least do a little.
It really bothers me when I go see bands and they don't play their hits.
Well, yeah.
And that was one of the things about your show is that you played everything. The kids go nuts at your show because you don't hold back. You do a long set and you play everything, which a lot of bands stop acknowledging when they reach that point in their mind where they either get bored.
That's because they get bored. And that when groups become bored with what they're doing, they figure that their audience is bored with it. And just because you're playing the same song night after night, whoever comes to see it tonight, they haven't heard it before.
Still, there are still fans that come over and say, "Why don't you play this song or that song? You know, my favorite song."
And we say, "Why don't you get out of here?"
Did you think even before doing this most recent record, was there ever a thought? And I would relate to you two guys basically as the leaders of Kiss.
We're let's just say we're Kiss.
Okay. Would there have been a time that you guys looked at each other and said, "Hey, let's make this album of just pure music and let's just toss this stuff off and see if we can't just make this record and see if that's..."
Well, I think what we did essentially is we said, let's do an album of pure music and concentrate on that. I don't think we wanted to lose, you know, what Kiss...
You mean, have we ever thought of taking the makeup off?
I mean
we do it all the time before we go to sleep.
Oh, I know. It's just as a performing thing.
No, it's like asking. I mean, I don't know. To make an analogy, go up to Superman.
This better be good because I got this machine here.
Okay, can you imagine going up to Superman and saying, "Why don't you get rid of that S with the cape and stuff?"
That's right. Groucho, the cigar doesn't work. Dump it.
That's right. I mean, it just makes you look special. Why don't you take it off and be ordinary like everybody else?
No.
I think also, if the album is supposed to be so musical, and that's what people are telling us, for us to drop the makeup now would be like, well, we're coming out from behind the makeup and we're doing real music.
They'd really jump on you then, right?
We don't want to make any excuses for what we do, and we don't owe people explanations. We still look like Kiss, and we'll play whatever we want to play.
No, that's great.